Hello.
Hey, good morning. How you doing? This is Joe. Yeah, so first of all, I just wanted to ask you about this great fight between Jose Ramirez versus Josh Taylor tomorrow night. Do you feel this fight is getting the attention that it deserves from the boxing public?
I don't know what the boxing public is anymore. I don't know where. You see, I mean, we don't have newspapers, and we don't have really full-time reporters. We have guys like you who have websites and so forth, and who knows what reach you all have. Very, very hard to calculate what's making an impact with the public. I think that people that watch ESPN, and most sports fans do, maybe not all the time, but good time, they're getting educated about the fight. The fact that the fight is free to people who have television, have a cable package, and it's free or with no additional charge to subscribers to ESPN Plus. That's it. The old days when you had fights that really spilled off into excitement by the general public, that's sort of long gone.
Now, there's so much talk about the winner of this fight moving up to 147, but if this fight ends up being the blockbuster of an event in terms of entertainment value that it looks to be, would it be possible to even do a rematch? Because then you'd have full capacity at that point, and then you could put it in even a bigger arena.
Well, it's more than just full capacity. The problem here is that there's this travel ban against Brits coming to the United States as tourists. Hopefully that'll be lifted sometime maybe by June 1st. If that had been lifted and we were allowed full spectated, both from the Central Valley and from Scotland and just normal fans here in Nevada, we could have sold 20,000 tickets. So yeah, if this is a great fight and the fighters want to do a rematch, the rematch would be much more lucrative than holding it now.
Now, speaking of Terrence Crawford, what is the projected date for him to return to the ring next? And
I have no idea.
No idea. Okay.
No idea.
Now, do you think the whole news with the other fight that was being put out there, do you think that took anything away from this event? Did you think that took away attention from this event? And if so, are you disappointed about that?
No, because, obviously, some of the stories, or a lot of the stories were about the heavyweight. But it's still about boxing. Yeah, it's still about boxing. And so if you want to read a story about the heavyweight situation and you're caught up in that, you go to one of these websites. There's plenty of stuff on this fight. In other words, sometimes it's not great to have complete domination of the news cycle. Sometimes it's great if you share it with an interesting story. There's more people than are attracted to the site and read it.
Now, we all know Teofimo Lopez voiced his opinion on facing the winner of this fight, but even if he doesn't, would it make more sense to him to go up to 140, or does it make more sense to stay at 135? Because it seems like there's a hard time getting those fights made at 135. Would it be feasible for him just to move up to 140 regardless and just fight someone else and get his name?
Well, that depends. At 140, you have, I think, a lot more talent around than you do at 135. I mean, in addition to the winner or loser of this fight at 140, you have Barboza, is a Hader, and I mean, just there's a lot of really good 140 pounders. So again, that would depend on Teofimo's manager, trainer, whether he stays at 135. They told me that he, because of these nutritionists, he doesn't have trouble making 135. And there is some interesting fights for him at 135. Haney, it could be one. Garcia looks like he's out of commission for a while. But there's always a rematch with Lomachenko.
I want to shift gears a little bit about the Fury Wilder 3 fight. Is that a go for Raider Stadium? That's what we're hearing, but is that 100% official?
Yeah, just the only thing that's official is going to be in Las Vegas.
So you don't know exactly if it's going to be at that stadium or not? That's not 100%?
No, it could be at that stadium. It could be at T-Mobile.
Oh, okay.
The MGM.
Okay.
They're all available.
Okay.
And we got to sit down. A lot of it depends on whether the travel ban gets lifted for Brits. If there's no more travel ban and Brits can come in as regular tourists, there would be at least 10, 15,000 Brits coming over that fight. And then you would need a lot more seats than if the travel ban was still in effect.
Well, that just goes to my opinion on the whole situation, because a lot of people have really been upset and negative about it. But the way I look at it is if, Fury fights Wilder and Joshua fights Usyk, they get that fight in between, the time that elapses from there on out, more restrictions can be lifted, and then the fight could be bigger down the road. Is that a fair assessment to make? Do you have an opinion on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Sometimes out of a bad blow, like this arbiter's ruling, a good comes out of it. Yeah, that's quite possible. Let's see how the cards play out.
Okay. All right, that was about it, Bob. Thank you so much for the time, and congratulations on the great event tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should be a great fight.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.